I always get a lot of questions about what are my favorite products to use in the kitchen, especially things that are safe and effective. I have to say, I'm not really that big on gadgets or whatever the latest trendy utensil is. I have a few basics. They're tried and true, they work, and you can get a really delicious meal on the table with very, very little in the kitchen. Let's talk about cutting boards. So this is a Norwex cutting board, and I actually partnered with them to create videos and recipes, and I really believe in their products. I wanted to tell you why. So let's start with this cutting board. A lot of wood cutting boards, first of all, you can't put them in the dishwasher, so it's hard to sanitize them. One of the other alternatives would be plastic. Well, plastic can leach into your food, and it's also very hard to sanitize. When plastic gets cut into, that's a place where bacteria can get in. This one from Norwex is actually made from biodegradable rice husks, so it's great for the environment and it doesn't harbor any of the bacteria, so it's way safer. Obviously dishwasher safe as well. The other thing is, okay, so this is a safety thing. I like that this has a silicone back on it. So when I have my cutting board and I put it down and I'm chopping or dicing or whatever, it's not moving. All right, so it's an awesome safety feature that really helps like grip to the counter, no worries about my food slipping all over the place. Okay, let's talk about the knife. All you really need is one good chef's knife, like an 8-inch chef's knife, a really sturdy steel, stainless steel knife, and I like one that the blade goes all the way into the handle with the stainless steel. The most important thing about your knife is sharpening it often. Actually, a dull knife is what leads to the most accidents in the kitchen, cutting yourself, because your knife slips, which means that your fingers are in the way. I have the simplest, most basic knife sharpener. I go across coarse, like 3 to 5 times, and then fine. And I use this probably every 3 to 5 times that I cut, especially something like tomatoes that can be so slippery. All right, so that's my thing on knives. Let's talk about your pans. If there is one pan that you're going to buy, and it isn't even a big investment, I would say it's a cast iron skillet. I have a couple that I really love. I've had fancy ones that cost a lot of money. I've had really basic ones. They work the same. So I have this one, and I season it, and I just keep it like this. I only rinse it with water and then wipe it off and make sure that it dries, otherwise it can rust pretty easily. Let's talk about cleanup, which is, of course, the messiest part of cooking in general and what keeps a lot of us out of the kitchen. This EnviroCloth is revolutionary. Imagine using one of the chemical wipes that you're used to seeing in the store. You use that chemical wipe to clean off your countertops. Actually, what you're doing is just leaving a bunch of chemicals on your countertop, which then can end up in your food and on your kids, and there is no need for any of it. This EnviroCloth has this technology that literally wipes the bacteria away from the counters and it seals it in to the cloth. So your counters are clean, dinner is made. I promise you do not need a lot of special and fancy things to get a really yummy meal on the table quickly. I'm Roni with Dinner Reinvented. There are plenty of my recipes online. Also, if you want to know more about Norwex, go to norwex.biz. Bye.